Hey, it's Austin from Cork Pats. Let's talk about that squirrel getting loose at Yankee Stadium. Now, the reactions to this thing were epic, and not in the way BuzzFeed or SportsCenter's Twitter account overused the word epic. Like, legitimately epic reactions here. And I get it. This is home of the Yankees in the Bronx, not the home of the A's in Oakland. They're not used to wildlife just showing up, so you're going to react accordingly. And just like if you saw a fan with ample legroom at Fenway, a fan wearing something other than jorts to a Cardinals game, or if you just saw a fan at a Rays game, you too would probably be this shocked. So let's break these fan reactions down. This guy in the Knicks hat, who looks oddly like Knicks owner James Dolan, just sits there completely unfazed. He has no concern of getting rid of this squirrel, probably because the squirrel hasn't said anything bad about the Knicks. Yet. This guy's reacting like he's truly shocked, like he had no idea this was coming, unlike an Astros hitter in 2017. And look, I get it. This dude is probably born and bred in New York. This is probably the first wild animal he's seen in his entire life, at least outside of the horses the cops ride in Central Park, and the rats the size of horses in the subway. Again, this isn't Missouri. When a squirrel gets loose, it doesn't become a rallying cry. It becomes actual cries. His buddy here is the same way, only he goes hands up like he's on a roller coaster, or just how any white person from the Upper East Side walks when they're in the Bronx. And then this double-chinned Will Brinson-looking character, aka Will Chinson, barely moves. Man was in the middle of a text and just hit with the same hand motion of a girl saying, ew. This Yankee fan started to go full surrender Cobra, which has been the go-to move for them over the past decade, but halfway up he realized he actually recognizes this animal. He's like, look at that freaking raccoon. I love this guy's look. He feels like he's at home watching Planet Earth. My man was so pleasantly surprised. Like, you know, that's the same face he made the first time he heard Bernie Williams riff on a guitar. Oh yeah, now that's music. Remember that final scene of The Sandlot when they started sharing what happened to all the kids from the movie? Like Bertram?
Bertram got really into the 60s, and no one ever saw him again.
Yeah, well, I have. He was at this game, which makes sense because you could leave it to a Yankees fan to be stuck in the past. This guy in the Islanders hat naturally missed out on all the fun, as if it was the second round of the playoffs. And then keep an eye on the squirrel here. This is where his little rodent paws start to slip just a little bit. And you see his body weight starting to give, and there's the lean. Finally, he says, screw it. Just gonna make a jump for it. And he pulls out a stunt greater than any Tom Cruise movie could deliver. He goes full-on top nut maverick with a Mission Impossible fallout, and a little twist of Jerry Maguire leaving Cush's house with a verbal agreement. And in this moment, he became a flying squirrel. And the most impressive thing is, he sticks the landing. Clearly not a Yankee, because he doesn't crash at the end. And then he sprints down the warning track faster than the freeze. All in all, well done, squirrel. You captured the hearts of America and stopped the hearts of New Yorkers. Leave it to a squirrel to do something so epic, it makes for one hell of a tale.